Hello, welcome to Return to Self. My name's Alana, and if we haven't met before, then it's lovely to meet you. Now, today I just pulled out three cards and asked the universe what it needed us to know. So, the cards that I pulled out are Nurture, Love Abounds, and Feeling Alone. So, from what I can see here, it feels to me like you're getting downloads of energy in relation to the heart chakra. I am also getting my attention drawn to, I think it's a band around the woman's arms. To me, it looks like jewelry. But what I'm actually being drawn to now is the fact that it's fairy wings. Kind of starting to get your wings, is what I'm getting. This woman in this picture is holding up what looks like some sort of yellow kind of light. And I feel like this is all about you harnessing your own sense of inner power, control over your life, over your destiny. There's definitely a big emphasis again on communication as well. So I think communicating from a really pure and kind of genuine place. They're saying to me you communicate in quite a loving way. They're also giving me the words abilities as well. So some of you might have started to see some of those abilities coming out, is what I'm seeing. For others of you, there may still be emotional currents coming up at the moment. I think that this is probably just for people that have a bit more trauma and things like that, that they're still kind of trying to process through. Some people have more trauma than others, depending on their life experiences and what they've been exposed to. All right, the next one that we had was Love Abounds. And this one is basically about getting to, I think, the inner core of some of your wounds. I am seeing around a green heart, there's a lot of yellow looking kind of energy. And what I'm seeing is that as you become more empowered, you're basically able to kind of heal and cleanse a lot more of those heart related wounds. And I feel like this is actually healing a lot of those core wounds. So I'm seeing an image of a crab as well. Crabs to me always mean emotions. So basically you're beginning to heal a lot of those core emotional wounds, probably wounds that have gone back quite some time. Perhaps it could be childhood, something like that. They are showing me that this is in relation to inner power though. So it might be you've had emotions coming up where you felt disempowered and things like that. They're also giving me the word sadness as well and grief. So there may be quite a few intense emotions coming up there. I am getting a mermaid coming through as well. For those of you who feel connected to mermaids, it could be a good idea to try and connect in with the mermaids at the moment. They are showing me a pearl shell. Pearl is created through those sort of challenging and difficult situations. I guess they're kind of indicating that situations that you've been through have actually been worth something. You've gained knowledge, you've gained abilities and things like that. They're also saying that you've developed powers as a result of these sort of difficult or challenging situations that you've been through. And obviously, this sort of just adds to those skills in your toolbox. I do feel solar plexus energy coming through your heart at the moment. Give it a big flush out. Don't be surprised if you do go through periods where you start to get quite emotional. This is just the old energies clearing out. I am seeing a wolf, and this may mean that some of you choose to or need to seek a bit of solitude during this time, probably because you're processing through emotions. They are also showing me a lily pad as well. I feel like this is a stepping stone to somewhere else. I can't see where that somewhere else is at the moment, but they are showing me a ladder, which to me always means higher consciousness. So I suspect that as a result of this, you'll move up into that next frequency. I feel like this is a big enough shift that you will definitely notice a difference in yourself. They're saying to me that you will definitely notice a shift in those abilities and skills that you're developing as well. There may also be a few ego issues coming up. I think that this can often happen as you are cleansing that heart chakra, especially if you have been disempowered. Often a sort of an overreactive response, I guess, can come from the ego to kind of prevent you from feeling small. It happens to all of us. It's just a part of the healing process. But I definitely do feel like you are getting a really big flush out at the moment. And although these times can be hard, the fact that you're getting into these really deep core issues, I think is a really positive thing. I am seeing the crocodile with this. So I would say that these are those ancient energies as well. There's probably more layers of these ancient energies. I am also seeing a whale. I'm not entirely sure what the whale means off the top of my head. What I will do is leave that below in the comments section when I've had a chance to just see what resonates. But I will definitely leave that below for you. The card after this we had was feeling alone. And basically, I feel like you have basically just felt alone as you've been going through this process. I do also see the rooster coming up again. So there may be power issues coming up. It's interesting that this is also coming up in this card. Perhaps you're just processing through some of these energies in that sort of more isolated kind of state. What I do see is a really big focus on a lantern here, and also a full moon that's poking its head out from behind some sort of mountain or something like that. To me, it just feels like you're being led and guided through this process. They are saying to me, just try and ground yourself as you move through this process. So, anything that you can do to feel more embodied within yourself, anything you can do to feel more relaxed, less stressed, spending that time in nature, listening to some more grounding music and things like that, I think will definitely help at this stage. What I will do is pick some more cards because I'm feeling guided too. I might move into these ones. It's a slightly different deck. First one that we have here is acceptance. I think we've had this card come up before, but it's basically just kind of riding the waves of emotions, is what I'm getting. They are showing me a butterfly of some sort as well, and I think that those butterflies just represent this inner transformation that you're going through. There's definitely a lot of waves in this card coming up, so there's a lot of those emotions, and also a full moon in the background, which I've probably said before usually means heightened emotions. So you are getting stuff coming up at the moment, but I feel like these energies are starting to clear. They're saying to me it's clearing so that you can start a new chapter basically in your life. So you're turning over a new leaf. The next card after this is release. So I think that this is just basically clarifying that you are just going through another of those kind of releasing type periods. I don't feel like this cleanse or this release is going to be as severe as it has been in the past. I don't see the intensity in these cards that I have previously. But again, I do really feel like this cleanse is getting to the real core wound at the moment. I think it might make some of you feel a little bit confused at times. I think just a little bit lost, and perhaps that's why that card feeling alone has come up as well. But I definitely feel like with this release, you're getting a lot more of those higher frequency energies coming through at the same time, which will really help to soothe this process for you, or at least make it easier. They are also showing me a silver spoon, and I think it means that they're sort of spoon feeding you this energy, I guess, to try and make it easier. They are also showing me an image of a scorpion as well. So this means that there's death and rebirth kind of themes coming up for you at the moment. But like I said, I think that this cleanse will be a little bit easier on you than previous ones have. All right, I might leave it there, but I wish you the best with this process. If you have any thoughts, ideas, or anything you just want to let me know, please let me know down below in the comments section. Other than that, if you could please like and subscribe if you find these channeled readings useful, that would be great. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next one. All right.